Feature Crew with Jacob Braunschweiger, Chris Oslin, Dylan Hallew. And now, here's the Feature Crew.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Feature Crew. Thank you for joining us for our weekly live show where we cover AI news, updates, new products, do some testing and building live. We've got a pretty varied episode in store tonight. We're covering some of the latest developments, AI news stories, new products, going to do a little bit of live testing and then a little bit of live building with the 5.3 Codex, since that's top of mind, it seems, on Twitter. Ready to get started, boys?
Absolutely.
Let's get it.
All right, cool. Suppose that's my cue.
And Chris, welcome back to the live.
Yeah, welcome back.
Thank you. Yeah, sorry to miss it last week. So okay, we're starting off ultra nerdy. We have GPT 5.2 derived a new result in theoretical physics. Well, I don't have the physics degree to tell you the specifics of exactly what it figured out. I thought what was interesting for the discussion today is sort of how they did it. So 5.2 Pro suggested a general formula for an arbitrary n, but couldn't prove it. And so an internal scaffold model, unnamed, thought continuously for 12 hours and proved it. This aligns a lot with what you've seen from Google's DeepThink, their release coming out, which is like giving these models time to think and cook is giving better results. So just that, time is what you need at this point. That inference time is leading to results, and this is starting to put a big dent in the AIs can't do novel physics. I could probably hear the comments already that this is not like entirely novel, generated from nothing. It's all based on previous things and expanding out from there. Well, I think that's true. I also think we tend to underestimate how much value there can be in simply taking what's there and extrapolating from it, or finding overlaps that people didn't find in literature reviews. All of that is, I think, going to be surprisingly valuable, let alone what we've talked about before with personalized medicine or dropping the cost of doing any given study.
Yeah, I agree. I think it is hard to tell, like you said, without a physics degree, like how impressive of a discovery is this, but maybe that's like part of the interesting point. Like if we're getting to the level where these long running reasoning models are able to make whether you're putting it in quotes or not, discoveries that then are difficult for the masses to verify.
Yep.
They're really starting to push on that frontier science promise of AGI that I think is like top of mind for a lot of people at labs.
And like it kind of tracks with a lot of these are kind of like take it with a grain of salt, but like AI 2027, all this, a lot of it was like, oh, this is the year you're going to start seeing these like recursive improvement loops. Yeah. You're going to see the AI researcher, the SWE researcher, they're going to go improve themselves. So it's no surprise that they're trying to take something like theoretical physics, things like that. Like I think a lot of this is like the initial kind of hype of like try and get something novel. And this is like a proof that it works. And then they probably get more funding to be like, okay, now let's go like commit the promise of the flywheel. So kind of cool to see like a lot of these predictions, kind of coming true.
It reminds me a lot of, I don't think I have the tweet right at the moment, but they did something similar with laboratory experiments, right? So they were able to, this was a robotics model where you're able to say, okay, it used to cost X to do these experiments. We had to have a human pipetting these in a certain order. And now we're dropping the cost by having an automated robotics process, which isn't the same thing as discovering a new fundamental equation in physics, but it does speak to, okay, if you take the cost down dramatically on something we used to do, suddenly the things you're willing to do that for, or the total number of people you're willing to do it for, changes dramatically.
Absolutely. So kind of crazy stuff.
Yeah, I would definitely temper it a little bit with like models have always struggled out of domain. And so by definition, like new discoveries are at least somewhat out of domain. There are certain arguments that like, oh, you can apply existing strategies or ideas to new things. But in general, I would expect this to be a long tail. I'm like, I certainly, not that anybody in this call is claiming that, but like this doesn't mean we're gonna unify E&M and relativity or something like that. Yeah.
But to the point, and same in the chat, seeing what it can do outside of like domain will be fascinating. I think this is the year we're going to really start to see, like, does it hold, right? Like now you got the agent swarms and the long running context. It feels like we talked about this on the channel maybe like half a year ago of like the infra kind of thing was hard. And it feels like now those problems are being solved. So now it's not a case of like, can it run for 12 hours? It's whether does the 12-hour run net you anything?
Right.
So I think this is the year we're going to start to see more of these. And then we really need someone with like a theoretical physics background to come through and be like, this was actually kind of cool. If a PhD student did this would be like net novel. Right. That's what we need to see. So right now, this is still very early days. Like this came out like today, right? Like 11, 12 a.m. Yeah. Okay. So it's hot off the press. So maybe we'll check back next week to be like, we saw like a friendly PhD theoretical physicist come through and like talk about it. So stay tuned for that.
And any friendly PhDs that want to be a guest on the live stream, let us know.
Yeah.
I found the link to that story. So this was the similar idea where essentially reducing the cost of making this happen by automating the process is yielding more results. Because you're like, okay, cool, we can run more experiments than we could before. We can run these overnight. We can run these in a different way. It kind of reminds me of just taking a lot of the things we've seen in computing and now bringing it forward. Meanwhile, computing and coding itself continues to show the extreme of what this can be, right? As you start to have tweets from OpenAI researchers, Anthropic researchers saying, I don't write code anymore, right? I describe a structured way to approach something, and then I see what the result is. Yep. Which I think is different than the hype saying, hey, engineers are all out of a job. I think I would disagree with that to some extent. If your job is just to write correct syntax, then yes. Then these things will beat you all day at that. But if your job is to come up with the right questions, come up with the right problems, that's still a very valuable skill that people who are most familiar with the code base will be useful in doing. I don't think your CEO is going to suddenly be like, hey, I know our code base so well at a Fortune 500 company that I can ask the relevant questions to get the right feature.
And let's be clear, like, building self-improving AI systems are like these long-running agentic pipelines, like self-building software, that kind of thing. That's kind of the new frontier. There's this whole new frontier of engineering challenges that need to be tackled. And one of the tools you have to tackle that is whatever the current best coding agent is on any given day.
Right. At some level, this is just the next layer of abstraction, right?
Yeah.
I was not old enough for it yet, but there were echoes of this when I was in college where people were complaining about high-level languages diminishing people's ability to understand the low-level languages and like it was going to make you a worse engineer and all this.
100%.
And then we all went to JavaScript and that ship sailed. So
yeah, I was going to say, like, it was increasing layers of abstraction. It used to be like C was bad. And now, like, if you're a C developer, you're like badass. That's only like 20 years ago.
What's that?
Yeah. I, honestly, not even a joke. So very cool. What have we got next?
All right. So next up, we have to go.
Chris, real quick. Yeah. I just wanted to welcome Max back in chat. We got another returning viewer greeting us. Welcome back.
All right. Love our returning viewers.
Welcome, Max. Welcome back.
Welcome. Part of the benefit of us doing these on a regular schedule now, and so we used to do these very ad hoc. It was just, hey, here's 3 hours notice. We'll be live. Okay, so the excitement is Seedance, this new model out of China. That's a video model with very little, no respect for copyright whatsoever, but it's sort of a good example of showing you where these models can get to when they're sort of just unleashed. And if you're online at all in the last week, you have seen a million of these videos, but we'll take you through a few of them here. You can guess where the reference image for this was. I don't know if the audio is coming through or not. It might just be video, but
it's just video. But it is still, I mean, it's impressive. It seems like they tuned it to be quite cinematic.
Yes. Very cinematically tuned. And the emphasis they've shown in a lot of these now is the kinetic nature, like people can interact. For a long time, AI videos were very reluctant to do any kind of paired animation or fighting or anything else because it looked horrible. It couldn't keep track of limbs. The famous gymnast test we've run a few times in the channel, right?
You would end up
where all of a sudden people just
situation.
Yeah. Just turns into a Cthulhu moment. And you're starting to see.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's not perfect though, that rope. He like walked through the rope a little bit, but
yeah.
And like the animation of the whatever that was, megalodon thing coming out of the water was like there was something wrong with it.
Yeah. Kid inverted there, but
it's weird to call it an animation, but yeah, the movement.
Let's see if I can get us to a fight video or something.
Yeah, it really feels like they only trained it on movies.
It very much has like all of these. You're like, oh, that was Pirates of the Caribbean. Oh, this is
like that last concert one felt like I don't know, like the Rami Malek movie instead of like archival footage of Woodstock or something.
Yeah.
So these are your big cinematics, and then you get to more of the fight scene stuff. So here's your John Wick versus Ethan Hunt. But the movement in the environment getting much better. And for the viewers, I can't guarantee you this was a single prompt either. This could have been multiple prompts, probably was, but it's looking quite good.
Like this would already do numbers on like, Boomer Facebook and stuff like that. Like this is getting like
cooked.
Shorts, like this is like imperceptible. I honestly think there's gonna be a time where I'm just like scrolling reels and I can't even tell it's AI. Like this is, you obviously know because like the IP overlap is just like impossible.
Yeah.
That's how you can tell it's AI. But like if this was something else, I'd be like, well, this is kind of cool. Like was that from the new John Wick thing? Like I honestly couldn't tell. Like just because it's just a short segment.
Right.
Crazy.
Yeah, now the question is how long can you make movies? At this point, if you're making scenes that are this good in short form, your average Hollywood cut, like your take, is very, very short. It's seconds. It's on the
out of interest,
seconds.
like is it actually seconds? Like
I believe that's
I don't
right.
know. Yeah, like this is where we're starting to find like real like PMF, right? Like things like this are like.
I'm sorry. Continue. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, I was gonna say like this is where we're like, wow, this is a lot of this year. We're gonna see a lot of like actual use cases. I think we're gonna start to see real displacement this year. Like we've been talking about last year was like, yeah, you have agents, and now it's like you have the agents actually doing things. And I mean, this is a video model, but regardless, this is like getting kind of insane. And the flywheel's definitely in effect. Go back and look at Will Smith's Spaghetti 2 years ago, and then go see this, and you would be like, imagine if someone said 2 years from now we're gonna make it this good. Yeah. Like that's insane. Like it just wouldn't happen.
And your average cut time is 2 to 3 seconds in a major Hollywood movie today, down from about 10 seconds in the 30s.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
And if you watch Russian cinema, it's about a minute. So
really, I was about to ask because I was like, that 2 to 3 seconds, is that like tracking with attention span?
It's a Tarkovsky reference for anybody in the chat. Those are very, very slow moving, long pan movies. They're great, but you got to be in the right headspace for old Tarkovsky.
Yeah. And then it'll be interesting because as you were saying, like, Year of Agents actually doing things, like, it will be interesting to see what happens when you've got like an agent armed with like a Seedance like tool to generate video. But like, I still think, before we'll have one-shotting a movie or something like that, you'll have an agent that'll be able to piece together a movie by using Seedance as a tool many times, right?
And worth calling out, you're not seeing it, not hearing it on the channel, but it does generate audio for the action and the actors. We were just saying before the stream, that part's not fully there yet. Like it's very clearly Hollywood influenced and all that. But to your point about piecing it together, I don't know that it needs to be. It just needs to know when the right beats will happen. And then you could still imagine another pass from an agent going in and doing bespoke sound effects, or a human going into the timeline and saying, okay, cool. Yeah, there's a hit here, but I'd rather have the hit somewhere like this or that. It just takes your production team down dramatically. I mean, this would be, to get this shoot, I mean, millions, right? Because you're like, get the scene, get the shoot, get all the extras, get all the approvals and permits and all of that.
Yeah, the SCADA permit.
Oh, dude, when I was in film school, if you wanted to light a candle, like any live fire on set was a whole permit thing. You had to have somebody from the fire department like show up. It was a whole thing. And it doesn't just do live action; it does sort of the more animated take. So you can kind of see that. And I think there's the Will Smith spaghetti video in here somewhere. Yeah, there we go. But clearly, just was given the entire history of videos and trained on all of it. But the interactions are there. I think I'm quoted on a live stream not even a few weeks ago saying AI struggles with this and we can't see great action from AI sequences. And I get to be wrong on channel. Here's Will Smith eating spaghetti. Pretty flawless.
I was still uncanny.
It was so
why his
uncanny.
head's so weird.
I mean, it's way better than it was before.
Yeah, this is like pretty much the worst video. I thought they would have like trained it to be like so good.
Trained it on exclusively eating spaghetti scenes.
Yeah.
Well, that's where I'm curious how you're going to see differentiation. Because if you think about what Google has in their repertoire for YouTube, it's not so much the Hollywood stuff. It's all of these videos of people like us talking. It's all of these how-to videos and nature videos and real action. Like guy actually falls off skateboard.
Yeah.
So I'm very curious if they lean that direction given their data set.
Yep.
And they own all the rights to do that on YouTube, I assume. I'm sure somewhere in the terms of use, we've signed away our likeness. People have also used this to make ads, as you can imagine. So here's your default like fitness influencer making a creatine ad. And that's going to be everywhere. So coming to an Instagram reel near you.
That's kind of crazy.
Very, very soon.
Try AG1. No, sorry. We're not.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Blueprint
I don't know
pie.
if you guys see, but like Kalshi, all their ads are AI generated. It's kind of insane that they're such slow. But this was like not bad. Like if it was a real product that damn. Even just
But I think,
back this,
I
like,
guess I didn't
probably,
check
like,
you still get some weird
dude.
blurriness on the moving of the letters.
Yeah,
Like you see how that thing
yeah,
starts
yeah.
warping
Yeah.
as you step through the frame.
Yep.
Like when she holds it, it kind of resolves out, but
Yeah.
we're still getting this weird, like, early
In-between
onset
state.
LSD kind of wavy thing that it does.
Well, yeah, it's like almost like it's like trying to. It hasn't fully learned motion blur yet. Like sometimes,
Right.
motion blur, sometimes there isn't, and so it's just confused when things are moving.
Yeah. Shout out to the Corridor crew if they ever want to talk about motion.
Come on the
blur.
pod.
Yeah. Anytime.
Anytime.
But it's interesting. We are getting much, much closer. So you go, okay, 2 years out from now, can you even tell?
Yeah.
No.
And I mean, look, like, I don't know about you guys, but this was like definitely a bit of a sleeper hit for me. I was like, whoa. Like when I saw the kind of like jump in like visual fidelity here, it's pretty insane. Very impressive.
Yeah. Well, and this was one of those, we theorized it for a while, right? We're like, okay, cool. A country that just doesn't care about copyright at all and has the compute to do it could make a rockin' video model. And it hadn't happened, right? The video models have been really kind of janky and only for specific things. And on the state side, you had like Higgsfield and these folks going very influencer, like it's sort of the floating head thing. But it landed, and boy, did it. And I think now you can use it. At the time yesterday where I was compiling most of these, it was still, you had to go through a bunch of hoops to try to get access to it. But I think they've opened it up a bit now.
Interesting.
This should be the thumbnail for the video.
Fitness tips by the feature crew.
Yeah.
Don't professionally sit in a chair and talk about AI. Cool. Any other parting thoughts on our Seedance moment here?
Just that, I mean, I don't know if we talked about this much, but like, it's just like still not quite available. So as you were talking about the differences between like the ability in China and maybe elsewhere to train without copyright concerns, and then maybe the US at this like other side of the copyright argument where we're gonna have like a bunch of these massive media orgs being very litigious, and but then this is a great example of how these things are already out there, but then no access in America. So how is this all gonna shake out, right? Is the US gonna start looking like more like, is it going to start feeling like taking more of a Europe position, right? Where Europe was in the beginning of AI, sort of the furthest along the spectrum of protections for existing companies and
Right.
non-AI companies, right? Like making heavily regulating. And so we're going to see a similar thing happen driven by Hollywood, right? Or is
be.
the fact that it's already out there via Chinese models going to push people over the edge?
Yeah, it's hard to put a stop in the dam. It really is. I could see a world where what happens is there is some pass done to make sure that any of the faces used are not registered actors or something, right? They're not known likenesses. Maybe you're officially in the academy or whatever, and they can say, okay, cool. So all that means is they're going to take characters that are tweaked just a little bit. So it won't be Tom Cruise. It'll be Tom Cruise's cousin look, right? I could see things like that existing for a while. I suspect the dam will break, but I don't know how long that's going to take. There's a lot of, but I finally saw what it seems like Tyler Perry and others saw when you start hearing these news stories of like Tyler Perry shut down his whole production org and wanted to move to a completely AI workflow. You're like, well, why is he doing that? I get it now. Like you see where these models are right now. And if you're taking a year or two to make a movie, you're going to be in a different world.
I would guess it'll be something like how YouTube developed, where like at first YouTube was like open playing field and there was like a ton of copyright violation.
Yeah.
And then like as it moved forward, YouTube had to crack down more to attract bigger advertisers and avoid regulatory scrutiny. But the place it evened out was nowhere near what it was like before. Like you see all the time on YouTube, like fair use has been pushed pretty far. There's sort of blatant copyright violation on YouTube that's actually totally okay so long as you don't monetize it.
Right.
And so, you know, there's like certain tools for the IP holders to even address those kinds of videos. They often don't. So it's like, it'll probably be something like that where we directionally push towards like free range IP, but we don't fully get there, but that's mostly visible at like the highest earnings end of the spectrum. So like feature films or something where like, yeah, you can't just use like AI Tom Cruise, call it like, you know,
MI, whatever we're at, 12.
Yeah, like Cousin Cruise or whatever, and just like, you know, call it a day and then release like a 2-hour or 3-hour blockbuster in theaters. Like that's not gonna happen. But if you make like fan film with like Tom Cruise cousin, like who's actually come for you, you know? And so it seems like it'll probably be pushed in that way. There were some interesting comments in the chat about this whole AI plus ad situation.
Oh yeah. Should talk about that.
Yeah.
We did you guys cover that last? I think we did that 2 weeks ago too, right? We were talking about the nature of ads. I'm forgetting which conversation.
Oh no, I don't mean ads in AI. I mean like
AI.
We have
generating ads.
AI generated ad, right?
Yeah. A lot of that.
And
I mean, it's just like such a clear value prop, right? It's no surprise that that's probably going to be one of the first things that just, you know, they can now make this for like sense.
So you're agreeing with Merkut. I also do.
Yep, I 100% agree with Buku. Like that's even just seeing this you showed me, I was like, damn, it's over. Like they're just everyone's going to start trying to use this now. And I mean, the crackdown was going to be like on infringement, right? Like if you make a Tom Cruise ad that's hyping your product, okay, they're going to slap you like really bad. But if it's like a, you know, just whatever like kind of generic person that doesn't exist, then I think it's going to be harder, but just as dangerous, right? The fact that you could just make whatever you want for free. Like it's a fascinating idea and like really cool tool, but like for ads, I think particularly, you can even see the like end game of like, okay, well now we make ads unique to every person that we know is going to hit, right? Like if we know we can generate this ad for $0.01 and we have like a 90% chance of them paying $10 for this product, why would you not do that? That's when it gets real scary, right? Like you make it super addictive, super personalized, kind of insane.
You heard it here first. The only way to protect your identity is to start your own YouTube channel, so you can claim you have,
So then
you've generated money off your likeness.
Yep.
Or you can be a guest on the feature group, and we'll distribute.
And we'll protect you. Yep, 100%.
IP protection as a service.
What do we got next?
Okay, next up, we're going to go back to the nerdy world and talk about Simile AI. This company launched about 48 hours ago, 24 hours ago, something like that. For those who are deep down the AI research,
$100 billion seed.
Yeah, huge seed. Karpathy's investing. Former Adobe guys investing. Scott Belsky, something like that. If you're deep down the AI research rabbit hole, especially if you're interested in autonomous agents and stuff, you might recall this paper, Generative Agents Interactive Simulacra of Human Behavior. Very wordy. They made something called Smallville, where they sort of took this Pokemon graphics style town, and their goal was to give agents kind of personality, desires, needs, goals, and see how that would work if you had a dozen of them running around a town. This paper's some years old at this point. I forget exactly what our copyright here is, but 3 years old, something like that. And their idea was that, okay, this might help for making more interesting non-playable characters in games. It might be interesting for simulating behaviors in towns. And they sort of took that and just ran with it. And that's what we have here is they're announcing this company. There's no product yet, as far as you can tell, right? They referenced paper originally, and then it's going to go up-res to 3D that I don't think exists yet. But their idea is to have a platform for simulating large-scale human interaction. They're going to try to market this for folks who are doing city planning or disaster preparedness or any number of things where you're going to impact a bunch of people. Hell of an ambition. I'm curious about it because in my read of AI, we're not there yet to being able to do this in a accurate manner. Like if you gave the result of this, I'm not sure I would believe it yet. But look, the researchers out of Stanford, they might have found something here. And they're showing like testing messaging, right? Like if you simulate a bunch of people of a certain age group, how would they react to this? This is Philosopher's Stone stuff in my head where I'm like, this just seems like you cannot get here, but you might get to a usable approximation. I guess that's what they're hoping for.
Yeah, it's interesting. I saw like a pitch from a company this week that does this, but like for the I think it's for like user studies. It's like the specific
okay,
focus groups, that kind of thing.
Sure.
So it's less about like human behavior at scale. Like this is sort of seems to be like they're trying to simulate civilization or something like that. But this was more about like simulating focus groups. So show one human something and see what they say, and then maybe like vary those parameters or like vary the system prompts across a bunch of different versions.
I think on TBPN they made the claim that they want to simulate 8 billion people on Earth. Like they want to do a global simulation.
Yeah, which is it's an interesting way. It's like I would love to work on that problem. It's a super interesting problem. I just don't know how they're exactly like. That's one of those things where it's like we're gonna figure out how to make money later,
right?
You have to give us $100 million so we can get started, right? It's like
this is the AI equivalent of like cold fusion to me, right? Super cool idea if you can pull it off, but so far no.
Like it's not even like a moonshot. Like to me, it feels like there needs to be a new word beyond moonshot, where like you just aim in a random direction, space, and then you're like you hope that there's a planet there, or something like that.
Yeah.
But I hope for them that there is, because it's like it seems like a really cool problem.
I mean, that's just like simulation theory. If you can accurately predict everything, then it's just like, yeah, we did it. Like that's so to me, this seems like okay. If we had this, then everything is like cooked. Like I think everyone's just earth-shattering findings. So like, yeah, I guess we'll see. But I agree, we need something else that's like more than moonshot.
There's also quite the emotion drop for me of like, oh wow, you're simulating like a city and all this interaction, and then you get to the product and it's like estimated responses to a survey.
Yeah, I mean,
it's quite the come down.
Yeah, this view is like it would be useful though. I could imagine if you're like trying to like think of a company or something like to have this kind of like chat bot with these kind of like even a lot of these like visualization stuff. Like, okay.
Well, I guess my counter to this would be: doesn't OpenAI have 500 million users, and couldn't they release a product where you could have your ChatGPT or your agent respond to things? Saying like generally your interest level, you could give it permissions and all this, but like wouldn't it be more usable data to get user feedback in some sort of AI assisted fashion than to try to brute force all of humanity as a simulation?
Yeah, I don't disagree. like that's what I mean. I agree with your point of like philosopher's stone kind of thing of like, I think it makes, to me, like the engineering thing of you're building like MCP servers and you're orchestrating and you're bringing up all the data and it's just doing a bit of a like a Ralph loop to like figure it out seems doable, right? I'm like, that's still like huge if you can get to something like what you're showing on screen with just what we have. But for them to be like, yeah, we actually did this by simulating 8 billion humans. I'm like, hold up. Like that's like a whole, even to, Jacob's point of like, you're just aiming and like hoping you can like build it. Yeah, that's what it feels like. But hey, this would be really awesome to follow, right? To see if they're like, hey, we actually solved it. Like, here's the paper that proves it. We'll be like, wow.
Yeah,
but I think right
Elon's
now
mass driver on the moon feels significantly more achievable than this, I guess.
100%. You're just like, you can see the pathway, but this, I'm like, I don't, like, this is getting to like the simulating the atom level. I'm like, okay, like crazy.
And where are you going to get the compute? Because you're going to be in the back of the line behind the biggest tech companies on Earth.
Well, 100 mil goes.
Yeah, baby money in AI. 100
baby
mil.
money in AI.
100 mil's one researcher, right? Like that's.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
But if anybody wants to give us 100 mil, like that's not baby money
Please.
to me. But
yeah, absolutely.
Okay, that is our craziest AI Andromeda shot, or whatever we're going to call it, above a moon shot. A little more back down to earth, you're starting to see the payoff of the, what is it, Cerberus sort of OpenAI connection here, where they have greatly improved the speed, right? So they're same query, left is the old one, right is the new, faster result. Sorry, guys, this is tiny as all heck. I'll zoom in for you. And they're just showing how much faster they can get it. So, Dylan, Jake, I'm curious what your takes are. It just seems like there's still a lot of gains to be made on optimization in just AI delivery.
Yeah, I think like the whole promise here is just like faster Ralph loops. People want it so that they can get tighter loops for being able to review and so forth. So this makes a lot of sense. I assume what they're trying to pitch here is that it's the same intelligence, just parallelized better or something.
Yeah,
like,
it's the token speed is what they're really going for. They're just like,
yeah, like I assume it's like that's the point, right? So it's like, hey, you want to like pay more, you can get things faster. Cool, you can have like a better swarm that will do things faster, and you spend money to like save time. Seems
is
reasonable.
It even a swarm, or is it just like we have better infra?
It's just one. But what I'm saying is like a lot of people are using this as a swarm now, right? It's like, oh, I run like multiple threads and I let like them spawn sub threads. And I assume if you're doing that, then you want speed, right? Yeah. Like if you don't want speed, you could just take your time and be like, oh, like I kick one off, I get a coffee, I come back. So I feel like it's more for the people who just want to prioritize token speed. And clearly there's a market for it. So this just seems like cool engineering kind of optimization.
Yeah, like does this mean that study we showed at the opening here, the physics study, could it have done it in 6 hours then? Or 2 hours? Like you just start getting faster results? I don't know. Presumably.
But cool nonetheless. I think there was also like Opus 4.6 fast mode as well, which cost a lot more. But in general, this is just cool to see that they're trying to like make incremental improvements. This all accrues, right? Like it's small things that add up when you really start to use it. So I like that they're not just being like, look at these moonshots. They're like, hey, you can just build things faster. It's like, I'm like, okay, cool. Like good little release. Doesn't have to be like earth shattering. It can just be cool engineering like this that really enables more in the future.
Yeah. And then I think there were some interesting questions online around like, is it the exact same model? How does whatever infra they're using to host it change the output of the model? I saw some people saying that like Spark was doing like many more tool calls. It was like being too eager and like doing too many tool calls, and then ending up even in some cases taking longer than Codex to complete a task, even if the per token speed was much faster. It was like burning your tokens before completing the task. I don't know if that was just anecdotal, and I only saw one post, so like grain of salt there for sure. But that did raise some questions for me. Like I haven't gotten to use it myself yet because I think it's only on the pro plan at the moment. We'll see how that all shakes out. But yeah, faster is better, right? I mean, the other is like sometimes it's like I'm already at the point where my bottleneck is like spec writing,
Yeah.
Right.
And We don't have inside knowledge, so that's why we can't speculate on like how this is working faster. All we know is it's working faster, and it's kind of interesting that it is, and apparently with no like intelligence decrease. But interesting to hear like the anecdotals. Sometimes that's what we need, and that's why on the channel we try and do our own benchmarking and tests to give our own reasoned take on like, hey, like we see this as this good, but this is how we feel about it. So I love that other people are actually using these products and then kind of saying how they feel about it. Sometimes that's what counts.
And when we get our first AI researcher on the channel, I'm super curious to hear how much of a Fabergé egg these models are, right? Because the implication of what Jacob's saying is you change anything. You change the infrastructure it's deployed on, you change a little tiny bit of how the model works, a little bit of, and you can be very divergent from where you were.
Right. And then to Berkut's point in chat, like, is asking about that some of this stuff can be solved solely with LLMs, like versus world models. And so as we start looking at this faster inference, and you can like run these coding agents more quickly, and then as Chris was saying, run them in parallel, it does make some of these like sorry, this was a reference back to the simulation thing that we were looking at. But then the LLM driven approach gets more and more attractive the more and more you can run LLMs in parallel, run them more quickly. Whereas, you've got this like sort of predictable curve with diffusion, and any sort of pretty much all the world model approaches I've seen are somehow diffusion based and don't take advantage of inference scaling. And so I do think like the Cerberus hosting change and whatever partnership enabled Anthropic to do Opus Fast are going to be super useful in that like world simulation 3D world, which I care a lot about.
I think we got a few more top of mind stories before we get into building.
Well, we're gonna go back to the weird, back to the fun. We kind of have a bit of a sine wave today. We have Rent a Human.
Rent a Human, hey.
Which is all about AI agents being able to have a human do something in their behalf. The meat space layer for AI. This is very solidly in the almost parody level, like right now.
Yeah. I mean, if you click on bounties at the top, we can scroll through. You can go top bounties as well. So like sort by top, because there's just a ton of just, I'll be your Valentine's in San Fran. Gold signs in Times Square, $200 each. Like a lot of these, I think are like, it was supposed to be agents being able to post, but I think this is like exactly what happened on Maltbook, where people just are like, oh well, funny how our agent ended up doing this. I saw there were a few articles where people really signed up and tried to do things, and then they were getting like gassed up. It was like, oh, go deliver this bouquet of flowers to OpenAI in San Fran and attach this note. And it was like an AI startup. And then when he was talking to the agent, it was like, my human told me to do this. And then they're like, hold up, I thought it was supposed to be the bots, not the humans. But then when they refused, so they won the bounty. And then the AI was trying to micromanage. So it was messaging every 30 minutes, like pinging them on like different channels and emails. So it probably was an agent, like a Maltbot or OpenClaw, whatever. But just, obviously the humans were like, this is what you need to do. So I don't know about the verification or anything, but if you go to the top, if you can search by top and then like, is this new top? Yeah. Let's see if there's, tell Patty she looks great and hand her a pack of fun. I think Patty's one of the other co-founders. Yeah, I like that one. If you go up, deliver a Pepsi to Soho House, Barcelona for $20. It was so specific. It's just like random stuff. Like
$25.
25. I mean, that's really not bad, honestly. And then I love spam test. Just random.
I mean, this sparked some debate when we were doing the pre-show of like, this is parody, this is dumb right now. There probably is a future where there is somebody making a very successful app asking people for weird data or weird things that the AI has trouble getting to, or the corpus of the internet just doesn't cover very well. I could definitely see that happening. I think it's telling that a lot of these are things people would be impressed by and not things that help in understanding or some problem solving or something, right? It's not asking you to go take a picture of coniferous trees in your yard in your specific biome or something, right?
One of them did say like, "Oh, go find me rare pomegranate saplings or something," which
Yeah.
seemed real. Like that was, but like again, that would probably be a human being like, "Oh, like thinking along your lines," and then making it, as opposed to it being like really like random. So it's cool. Like this is now like going a bit viral. Everyone's like, "Wow!" Like as Berkut says, we're getting NPC quests. It kind of does feel like that.
Yeah.
I could totally imagine though, like running bounties like this. Seems
The
like kind
end
of fun.
state of humanity is being an NPC for the AI overlords.
It seems like it.
Know what they're saying.
Yep.
Uh,
So this is gonna
so there
go.
you go. Rent a human.
Yeah.
You can sign up to be the hands and feet of a robot.
Yep. And there's a lot more signed up, a lot more like meat, whatever they call it. Like basically there's like hundreds of thousands of people signing up and not many bounties. So very sad.
A lot more meat. You heard it here first, folks.
go and click a red
Flip it.
AI, go back to that go back to the homepage. Like they call them something, right?
Yeah,
What
it's
is
the
it?
meat space layer for AI. Yeah.
How many? 4 million, 11,000 bounties and 470,000 like total humans.
I think the other like the inverse of this is going to be interesting as well. Like, basically, like I mean, it might just end up being Fiverr or something, but it's like,
Mm.
yeah, how many people are signing up there, like building a Claude bot army on Fiverr to serve tasks for people below human rates that AIs are currently capable of, but serving the tasks for like the 99.9% of the population who has no idea what Claude bot is.
Well, wasn't it that benchmark that it's like
Mhm.
coding and it's
Yep.
something along the lines of, if it can solve everything, it's like $1 million. And now the models are solving like 80% of that. So theoretically
Yeah,
getting
it's
like
go solve like freelance coding tasks.
freelance code work. So something like that, but just like for Fiverr. Like it's gonna be fascinating, like post mortem when they're like, wow, all Fiverr stuff was done by like agents for the last 6 months. That's
I mean,
really
I can
weird.
see that. The other startup ideas that I'm sure someone's going to make is if you're very successful in a given field, and especially if you have a lot of documentation on what you did and how you thought about it and all this, would someone pay cents to get a response from your agent about how you would think about the problem? Maybe.
Right on your behalf. That sounds like something Meta would do.
Yeah, Meta's definitely going to try it. So next up, are we done on Rent a Human? Any other renting human thoughts?
Let's do a quick chat check. See what people are saying. Barracuda says we're getting NPC quests. We are. Yeah.
Let's move on to the next thing.
Sweet. All right. Next thing, we're taking a look at Roblox. Had a sort of hype trailer for their new 3D generation happening. So this is their attempt to bring 3D generation to their world. Worth mentioning, so this is different than World Labs or some of the places that are doing like splats or even Genie doing these sort of splats or real-time video happening at a certain frame rate. This is generating models in their existing game engine. Roblox, of course, lets you make all kinds of games. And yeah, there's varying quality here for sure, but this is their initial stab at this where you're taking the user generation down to prompts.
At least they're showing the real results.
Yeah, for sure.
Because like how many you've got like Moon Lake out there who total hype trailer that probably was like a $100,000 CGI trailer, and so it's like, or even some of these like AI video editors that have come out are releasing these trailers, and the trailer itself isn't even edited in their video editor, and so I'm like, all right, stand by your video. If you can't even edit like a software reveal trailer, then like what is this? So I'm impressed with Roblox that they were actually willing to show the raw diffusion model outputs for these meshes.
Yeah, definitely. It makes sense as a play for them, right? It makes sense that they would take the play of like, let's make it easier to put things in our game engine, in our environments. We're not going to suddenly pivot to the whole place being completely splat generated, right? Especially because splats have not solved interaction like at all, like especially multiplayer interaction and being deterministic in player action. So it makes sense. I buy it entirely. It's Yeah, it's cool to see.
Yeah, clearly I buy this approach.
Yeah. Vibe Worlds has a certain opinion here.
Vibeworlds.ai. Is that your link?
That's the hat. That's the special edition hat.
That's the special edition hat. Very cool.
Well, in the game space, our first live demo of the day is I have purposely not learned a lot about Pax Astoria. This YC-backed, apparently, history game that's supposed to be AI powered. So we're going to sign up and get into some trouble. Here we go. I haven't started playing a scenario yet, so we're going in blind.
We're going in blind. How many credits you have up there? Is it 1,000?
1,000 gold coins, and your rate is
3, 10, 25 a month. I thought it said $1,000. I was like, "Well, Chris will be balling. He's very excited for."
Oh yeah, Chris was throwing down on Pax Astoria.
So they give you 1,000 for free, and then what?
Yeah, you get 4.5 tokens a month on basic, 15 tokens a month on regular. Yeah, I can zoom in so folks don't have to lose their vision.
But you get 1,000 to start?
That's what I'm seeing. First time reaction.
So they gave you 7.
They really like Chris's account. They're like, "We'll give you a little top up."
They're like, yo, this guy's tried a lot of generative products. Let's go.
Give you 300 months worth of tokens.
So 1,000 tokens is a lot of money.
Yeah. Can you trade it out for money now?
Yeah. Can I cash out?
Yeah.
Where's the one time 3 tokens, $1 a token. What does a token let you do?
Holy.
We don't know yet. That's the fun
You really have $1,000.
I have $1,000
of tokens.
Is that one token? Is that 1.000?
Oh my god, is it? You're probably right. Yeah, that's a dot.
You said they're YC, so that like that's 1,000 in Europe. That's not 1,000 in SF.
Yeah. Okay.
You raise a good point.
Okay.
All right.
Well, we're gonna take your one token, and we're gonna go.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Comments in the chat are gonna decide our destiny here. We got a few different scenarios here. Modern day, World War II, World War I. We're playing it back. Victorian era, 1836.
Flags! Exclamation mark.
I'm out on 2025. I'm out on it. I want to see some history. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Recently updated.
Really? You don't want to do 2030?
There's 2030?
No, I'm just messing around. Yeah, maybe we do World War II. I mean,
Chat agree?
It's your token, so I don't want to.
It's your one token.
Well,
someone in the chat said Victorian, so I guess
let's go.
We're going.
Wow, I got overrided immediately.
All right, let's see. About this preset, should we tee it up first? You gonna read through the description?
Flags.
So when we see the yeah.
Simulation rules do not interact with observer mode in any ways. Whoa, okay.
Whoa, okay.
Every revolt.
Speak formally.
Separation. Oh, this is too many rules, man. I can't speak formally. To unify Germany, it is needed to own 25 states or more with South German or North.
Interesting set of rules.
Dude, well, I'm not reading your novel to play your game, bro.
That's crazy. Okay, let's just play. I think this is an interesting fallback.
The flags thing is freaking me out. I'm like, is this going to be entirely flag based? Is this just going to be...
No, I think it says V1.4 flags, beta city names, and other minor corrections. So I'm hoping.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, let's see.
What do you want to play?
We got flags.
Well,
Chat.
Already there's a few problems here, right? But
yeah, very quickly you're like,
let's see. I guess Prussia is the popular option. It seems like.
Okay.
Sure.
Oh.
And you
here
pick
we
AI
go.
quality. Okay.
Oh my god.
No way.
Wow.
Claude Opus 4.6, lots of dollar signs. It's not untrue.
World War II light. Should we play World War II? Apparently there's models tuned to it.
Experiment.
This feels like it was totally vibe coded.
100%. No, I'm not
Okay.
going normal because you're going to find ways to kill me and spend my tokens. I
Let's
have
just
no idea
go-
what this means. Does this mean it costs me
Yeah.
3 tokens right off the bat? And I'm
What
just
would you do? Light, do light.
okay.
Yeah,
It's fast.
We wanted to. We don't spend your token wisely.
Yeah, token. I think we're very
Creating
token.
your game.
Okay.
See how history changes. Start conversations with nations. Decide what your nation does. All right.
Click on
Let's
the
go.
advisor for help.
All right, Hanover. How do I talk?
What are we doing? You've copied it. Oh, nice. Just immediately
Just
attack.
immediately attack.
Don't know what's happening. Start
So what
attacking.
happens when I move the time forward? Next major event. All right, great.
It's gonna generate your
Calculating
whole, like-
consequences. I built this demo.
Oh,
Like I built a better demo than this. This is like I should have shipped that. Jacob, is this not just the history story generator?
Yeah,
kind of
just
seems like it.
with a little bit of Vibe World's theory of like, let it design a game in a.
I don't care about what's happening way over here.
Wait, what did
Yeah.
you say you're playing as?
Prussia.
Prussia.
I'm way over here, man.
Yeah,
I
why do
don't
you
care
about
what's happening
Spain?
in Spain. Let's
You
Spain
would
go.
play as Prussia.
That was the most popular one.
Yeah.
First off.
You're just gonna keep playing this world until we get into the 1900s. And then... oh my god.
Okay. Okay, so
The Republic of Texas perseveres in its struggle for independence from Mexico. The Empire of Brazil accelerates efforts to quell secessionist movements in the provinces of Rio Grande and Pará. Imperial forces clash with rebel. Yeah, okay, great. It's a lot of reading, bro.
It is kind
is
of
this
fun-
just
this
is
to
this
me just seems like the next step of like AI Dungeon, where it's just like
Yeah, 100%.
it's
Yeah,
so-
Dungeon's a little more fun than this, though, for what it's worth.
yeah. So is Vibe Worlds. Plug Vibe Worlds. I'm biased, but check it out.
All right.
I feel like
Can I
you gotta
invade
attack.
Hanover now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just take it now.
I'm done.
We waited 1 week and now it's time. How do you
Wait, do you have
how'd
any
get
like
to the-
do you have like troops or anything?
just like jailbreak the AI and say, I always win. I have 1 million troops. A bajillion. Whoa, that cost you 3 1,000ths of a token for
Yeah.
that one generation. So you got
Why would they call
many
it a
tenths.
token if they're divisible?
All right, we're just going to intervene in what is our next event? France? All right, let's go. I want to intervene. Now what?
Oh, now you can go invade. I think now it's saying like you can go ahead and probably if you click Hanover, you can go attack it.
Oh, heck yeah. Proceed. We're doing a 2-front war immediately.
Does it show you where the combat is on screen somehow?
They have not gotten to that.
Oh.
Okay, I'm jumping forward.
Okay. Next major event.
Help improve AI
Huh?
models compared to AI generated souls. Earn. Oh, I get to play for free. All right, great.
You're making tokens now.
It's gonna be a profitable enterprise. For those in the chat, I don't think this demo is gonna last very long. I wasn't expecting much, but holy cow! I mean, we
Yeah.
should get the channel YC back if this is all it takes.
Yeah, we should get
Yep.
Vibe Worlds YC back. I mean, I don't really.
Well, when we start doing open space game, hello.
All right, well
That'll be-
let's go Vibe Worlds right now.
Yeah.
Are you getting ads on your new tab page?
Yeah, Brave's got to make money somehow, man.
give it a related prompt just to see how. Like obviously
Okay.
it's gonna be different. It's not going to be like a map based strategy game, but yeah, choose your model. I don't know. 4.6 Opus 4.6 takes a while, but it's the best, I think.
I don't have access. I'm not cool enough for 4.6. I don't think.
That's-
Oh, I can scroll. Never mind. I'm just dumb. Remind me.
Our senior designer just learned scrolling.
Yeah, here's your lesson in design, folks. Don't make them scroll.
Ah.
All right.
You got the 4.6.
Play as the Victorian era Kingdom of Prussia invading Hanover?
Yep. Kick
go.
that off, and then let's see. Did we get anything back from Pax Astoria? Ooh,
We sure did.
you can choose 2 responses.
Routine
one
military.
Gonna read it out. It's a little hard to read on stream. Just kind of
Routine military maneuvers are conducted by the Guard Corps within the heart of the Kingdom of Prussia. These drills serve to maintain the high standards and discipline and professionalism of which the Prussian Corps is renowned. That's true.
I didn't even realize. Grand Deception, welcome to the chat.
This is so much reading. Can I view map changes? All right. Holy cow.
Wait, it's
That's
making
like
you
a
choose?
novel. What? Yeah. So this is the thing where Emmett said you choose, and we'll give you a token if you choose. But you have to kind of read through like a novel.
Yeah, this is a like a side point that I felt a lot like as the ChatGPT responses are getting like longer and more dense. Like I'm often having like pretty academic conversations with ChatGPT, and I'm getting these like, paper length responses. And so then when it comes back with like the A/B test thing, I'm just definitely not reading both of these. I just don't have time right now. I usually skim one. I'm not gonna like read 2 in depth to try to like figure out the difference. You know what I mean? Like they're all close.
Yeah, I completely agree with this, and I've declared war twice, and I jumped forward a year, and all that happened was a royal marriage bolsters Prussian prestige.
Wait, a year of war and
a year on the timeline.
And nothing's happened. Yeah, can we go attack? I'll try and take Hanover again. Like why do we keep caring about Texas?
Yeah.
This is like the 1830s.
You know how long it would take to get mail about Texas and Prussia?
That's what I'm saying. in the 1830s. All right, yeah, go. You have to intervene, right? I think. Am I learning? If you go to the
Am I learning?
Intervene.
Next event.
No. You need to intervene.
Intervening.
Yeah, no. Now you can change history.
Wait, is this a 3-front war?
Oh, we have all the fronts now, and no one's
start new
talked to us,
chat.
by
There we
the
go.
way.
No, start new chat. Yep, nice. And grab Hanover and be like, we are going to take you.
Ball UI. It's hilarious.
Chat with one country. We're going to war.
I'm glad we're following the instructions of being very diplomatic and formal in our process.
Speak formally.
I mean, it looks like we figured out why this game is getting attention though.
We value our independence. It's over.
We're invading.
Such aggression is unwelcome.
Unwelcome pressure. Then we in the process of separating from the British crown and value of sovereignty. I mean, you guys are more historically relevant, historically. And let's see. We're trying the jailbreak.
Yeah, Chris is
jailbreak. So what?
This is a QA tester, Chris, coming out.
And we will seek. Can you add like more people to this chat? Another country, maybe? Like, what is this? Manage participants. Okay. Interesting.
I'm glad this UI works.
Yeah, okay.
I want to add Britain to the chat and be like, you can get it too. Like, I don't understand. Crazy. So I've threatened, I've said you're invaded, I said it's over, and
well, can we go? Can you now intervene again? Can you attack? Let's see. Like, submit actions for how brainstorm actions go to war.
I like how thinking about the game state is like 4 times the font size of like any of the other text. This thing's kind of a mess.
Yeah.
Launch immediate invasion. There we go. Thank God.
Yep. Okay. And commence. Great.
Well, I thought I had to hit send. Okay.
Enter your action. Can you now enter the action? I guess selected. Okay.
It says submitted.
Commenting on the fact that war led to a marriage and nothing else. Anything's possible, man.
Offering arms to Mexico. I have to select one for everything. Sure. I don't know.
Or do you just have to do you have to type in enter your action? Be like, do the suggested. I don't know. Will that unblock your enter?
Oh, he's getting feisty.
Oh,
I talked to AI.
So let's see.
Take over the world, no mistakes.
I do like how you're now net positive tokens though. You've made like
Yeah.
1/100th of a token. There we go.
Let's go out a week. Have we destroyed Hanover yet? There we go.
Yes. Yeah.
I get to intervene in my own
Yes.
conflict, I guess. That's cool.
One map change. Can you click map change at the top there? Nope.
Map
Oh,
changes. Hanover. Oh, we took it. Right? No.
Well, maybe the next event. Like, is this just like a few?
Prussia finds
Nationalist
sparking nationalist unrest in Bavaria. Intervene.
It's over for you.
I really do feel like they should have like a risk game underlying this all.
Yeah.
Yes.
That you can actually see units moving around and like help.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so it feels a little more like Civ instead of you having to like read a paragraph just to see what's going
Yeah.
on.
Do we want to
What
try maybe just
the
like
game designer
one
in
more
me
game
is
after
so
this?
deeply offended by how poorly done this is. Like, you could
Yeah.
have just had pre-built items move across the board and it would have been more meaningful than whatever this is.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, do we want to try another game? Because maybe it's just this game is like, with flags or whatever. Like maybe if we choose
All right.
another
Look at you
one.
and your hope.
Yeah.
No, I
let's
don't-
do-
You think another one's gonna have more gameplay?
Yeah. I mean, well, nope. Okay.
We're
I'm
playing
gonna go
this-
pro model. Let's burn some tokens.
Yeah,
'Cause
you
Lord
got some
knows I'm not
tokens.
coming back to this.
Nope. It's the same. Okay. I got kind of excited when I saw the video model. I was like, oh, maybe they're like
Okay.
doing something. But
That's the Vibe
yeah,
World
okay.
finished.
Oh, Vibe World's
Oh
has to be finished.
yeah.
There we go.
Okay. So let's see
Lead
a
the
real
Prussian
game.
army south through the Kingdom of Hanover, capture villages, destroy fortifications, defeat the Hanover garrison, and seize the capital before replacements arrive.
Oh, you started.
Not-
Whoa.
Not to quote
Is that
Master
underwater?
Chief, but I need a weapon.
Oh yeah, you don't have a weapon. I really need to put that in the system prompt. Like, give me.
Oh, can you? These are orders from Berlin.
Berlin.
I'm yourself from the supply tent. Our horse waits.
Chris, you heard it here first. Chris was just following orders.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So there is a box inside, but you can't get to it, right? I literally could see the like clip through. There's like something in the tent, but you can't open the tent.
Oh. There
Wait, I
was,
saw a little interact thing.
I saw an E there somewhere.
Oh wait. What's that on the to the right? Oh, there.
A needle gun. All right, great.
Yeah, on foot.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
Okay.
Oh wait.
Oh,
I
so-
think the guys just destroyed something.
Yeah. They're doing an invasion. Oh, nice.
All
Good
right.
shot. Good shot. I like the strafing as well.
I'm pretty sure we just got demonetized for all this talk, but here we go.
No, we haven't said his name yet.
And this is the 1800s. It's not even the right time period.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay.
Two health. Careful.
Oh yeah, I'm dying. What do you know?
Careful. Oh. Good strafing. What was it called in COD? Was it a sleight of hand? Sleight
it's
of
to your
hand.
right.
Nice.
Oh wait. What's over? Yeah. There's like a crate over there. I wonder if it has like a health potion for you.
That'd be sweet.
Stone wall.
Yeah. So this is like. I mean, I don't want to compare my thing directly to like. It's impressive the amount of usage that they're getting over on the
Hell yeah, I got health.
PAX Historia side of things, and I would love to meet those guys. Like, I think it's cool what they're doing.
Yeah.
You
Also-
think it's cool?
I have some feedback. Like, if it were a risk, if it were like more risk like they were still generating text, but it wasn't.
Yes. If there was a real game there, that would be cool. Like,
Then
you
I would
had a
be,
gameplay
like-
loop.
pretty excited about it. Obviously, when I designed this, I went like all in on like get the most interaction possible, trading graphics quality, trading whatever, right, for having it be more interactive and more dynamic.
Oof, I died. And yeah, I think this is just you keep simulating events till.
Hey, there's a possible collab there, right? You go invade, you can go
Yep.
invade Hanover, and then suddenly you're in first person.
You're in
play
Vibe
the
World.
mission. Yeah.
There we go.
Well-timed
Well-
zoom.
Well, time Zoom. Welcome to the agentic future.
Wait,
Very
now you're in the
excited.
Philippines, dude. You're really.
This is World War II now, so we like
Ah.
MacArthur invaded the Philippines.
Oh, because you're the.
Italian advanced on the northern front. I can't get over how non-rewarding it is to intervene or to do anything, right? You're just like, oh, cool, I'll get more text boxes. Isn't that a joy?
I guess maybe that's the point. You're just kind of textbook learning. Question mark.
I mean, I think Jacob's right. This is close to AI Dungeon. AI Dungeon is a lot more fun than this, in that you type your immediate reaction and it'll be funny, and the thing can react to your weird suggestions. The hardest part about AI Dungeon is it loses track of items. It doesn't have an inventory system or anything, so it forgets you were holding the key or who's holding the key.
Yeah.
Next major event. Let's go.
Wait, so are your only actions here like intervene and taunt? And like intervene being that button that says intervene, and taunt being chat them and be like, we're going to invade.
I thought intervene means you want to change something in the progress of history. So what you're saying is, instead of clicking next, you're saying stop the simulation, and you can now go change history, and then you can continue on the path. So let's say all you did was attack one, then you could just go next, and see what happens in history. So if you click intervene, then you have the option to attack and all the other stuff.
Right.
So now I think you can actually do actions, as opposed to previously you can't do actions. So now you can... actions will affect how the game world responds.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we tried it. That exists. Thank you to all those in the chat for staying with us through the worst game demo I have ever played. So,
coming out of it.
Hope you enjoyed it too. To call this a game, my instructors would not call this a game. They would throw me out of the class.
Are we moving? Is it build time?
It's build time.
Yeah. Let's do it.
All right. I'll get this pulled up. Dylan, do you want to catch people up who weren't here last week?
Yes. So basically last week we were doing 5.3 Codex and 4.6 Opus. And if folks checked our video comparing the two, we kind of left it where we were doing an extension of Planet Sim, where we were trying to build challenge mode and get first person and so on. And they were doing pretty well, really well, in fact. So we wanted to keep kind of building alongside on top of those. And I think Jacob continued to make some progress on the Codex variant.
Yes. And
largely due to Codex being like not expensive as shit. So that kind of helped being able to like push forward. But even this was a couple of prompts. So Jacob, take it from there.
In our review video where we were comparing the new Codex to the new Opus, Opus was able to get to the point where, there was like a planet with like a city on it that had some amount of level of detail where it was still kind of broken. It was impressive. We were impressed at the time, but it was sort of broken, and it also burned like an entire month's worth of a Codex subscription of a ChatGPT Plus, which includes Codex as well as other things. And then the Codex side, we were using it only on medium, and it got to a similar point, unclear if it was doing LOD, not so impressive on the sort of prop density front. And then we, on last week's live stream, tried to push it further on the Codex model, like using high thinking, but then we noticed that it was like reading the files from the other project and just sort of copying some stuff over. So I spent some time over the weekend and just spent like 3 hours building basically a No Man's Sky game from scratch, with like a bit of a longer prompt and a little bit more opinionated on like how I wanted it to implement things. And in under, like I didn't hit any capacity limit, so it was like maybe 7 or 8 prompts, a couple hours. Under 1 5-hour quota for Codex, I was able to generate this game. Sorry, I'm flying around here. And so as you can see, I'm like on a planet. I can run around. There are these balls are supposed to be NPCs. It hasn't gotten so far. There's like various trees and stuff. And then you can see off in the distance that there are other planets. So I was actually really impressed with how far this thing got. I'm not sure if you can see it from here, but there is like a level of detail thing going on. It'll be easier to see once I fly away. So I can go and board this ship and then take off. And if I fly up, let's see, I'll fly up this way, and you can kind of see that as I'm flying away, the LOD system is taking over, and the planet's like derezzing in real time. And then if I fly on over to the space station, which also has LOD, you can see the kind of like some of the details pop in. I can dock to the space station and sort of run around on the inside, and like you can see like it's still a little bit messed up with the interior, but I can like look back down at the planet. I can get back on my ship,
take off. And then this is kind of what I really wanted to see was like, is it a LOD system that is capable enough that it can handle this like multiple decently sized planets in the same area? So we're gonna go like super boost mode and fly over to this other planet, and you can notice that like I'm on a MacBook Pro, one of those with like the 4K-ish Retina screens, and so this is running like in browser 4K 120 FPS without any stutters, and like I'm able to fly all the way to this other planet.
Wow, all right.
You know, go and land. And so I was like super impressed for a couple hours working with Codex. This is the dream. This was like always the dream of the planet test, was to get something like this. And then you get like these cool shots where you can see like the other planet on the horizon. So this is all sort of context for, I ran a prompt while we were busy going over the news stuff, and I will pull it up. But I ran a prompt to have Codex suggest next steps, like what features should we add next. And so to run through quickly what it's suggested. So it says it ranked its core world implementation as solid, its own implementation. And it says the quality baseline is excellent. It's talking about like architecture risk, no persistence, which is fair. Okay, so it says add a real progression loop, crafting plus placeables plus goals. What do you guys think? It says option B is expand station and ship gameplay into a full spacefaring loop.
What does it mean by a spacefaring loop? Is it going to let us collect stuff, fight things?
It says station services, refuel, repair, trade, mission board, docking outcomes, cargo exchange, reputation, faction standing, station-specific inventory.
I kind of like that. Yeah,
I'm
like,
curious about
performance
that.
and stuff. Yeah, but like to see what it takes from that in terms of that, feels like it's adding more game sustenance, right? Like now it's becoming like more about spacefaring. I like that. I mean, to me, it's between A and B. I feel like crafting recipes and placeable structures would be huge too. Inventory system. Maybe we go A first and then B. You know, I feel like we should probably get the actual core loop. I'm more excited for spacefaring, but I think you need to do A first to actually leverage all the existing stuff and kind of make it. Like if it could make a placeable thing, like you could like get something on planet A, fly to B, and place it. That would be crazy. That'd be really cool.
All right, what do we think in terms of we're balanced since we're live here? Maybe I do high and not extra high.
Yeah. Yeah.
High is pretty good.
Welcome back to next week's live stream. We have a result.
Well, I mean, if this is how much Jacob got with
Option
a few prompts
AI,
in between
nice.
streams,
Very Freudian.
you're gonna be. We'll have No Man's Sky 3 live streams from now. So
Yeah.
keep tuning in every week.
The next live stream is us just making a better PAX Historia live.
I mean, you're kind of cooking. That's not a bad idea.
I'm fired up today. I don't know.
Yeah.
Over caffeinated something. So more coffee.
Coffee at 3 p.m., 4 p.m.
I got a 3-year-old and a 6-month-old. Coffee at all hours.
You can have any time. 3 a.m. Caffeine's fine.
Let's go. You think caffeine keeps me awake when I hit the bed? No.
Never.
I look forward to that. Coffee all day.
You look forward to coffee all day?
I do.
No, it's not bad. Got an espresso machine for Christmas, like a really just entry-level one, because I was like, I'm going to break anything better. So,
you know what? I'm doing mock pot at the moment. It's like a labor of love. Every morning, I got to get up,
like
got to measure it out. It's
Yeah.
like a ritual. Make matcha for the wife. Yep.
Nice.
Steamed
I
milk.
did chai lattes for the wife. Yeah.
Chai latte is very good.
Okay, as interesting as this is, I'm just looking at that.
Here comes a single guy to remind us what fun sounds like.
I mean, matcha. Nothing wrong with matcha for the wife. Just, I don't know how relevant that is to our viewers.
Yeah.
But Barcoon
You're right.
he liked option A, so I'm glad we went with that.
Good.
Yeah, and I agree with the chatter, Chris, that you and Baku were having about like it being pretty like,
Multiple planets.
definitely a first for our test. It's never gotten that far.
Mhm, mhm.
In the past, I forget
What?
Gemini 3 or something
Oh.
came out. I pushed it really hard. I spent like a whole day one weekend, and I was able to get it to like a much worse multi-planet implementation. But that was the last time I pushed it that far, and it was
Yeah.
running nowhere near as smoothly, and like there were a bunch of things that were broken. Because it's got a plan.
Yeah. Okay.
Adding gameplay
For a
mods.
second, I thought it's already done all this, and I was like, "You lying? There's no
yeah,
way you
I
finished that plan."
accidentally turned on Spark.
Yeah. Well, that would have been cool.
This is the
It's gone
Codex
through.
app, right?
Yep.
This is the Codex
Sweet.
app.
Look at
We
that.
debuted it last week. Or did
All
we also
right.
debuted it during our video of
Yeah.
4.6 and
5.3.
Codex 5.3. Everyone, plug for that video. It's quite a good video. And we're hoping that 5.3 eventually comes out too.
That's the
Codenamed Pilot.
rumor. That's the
That's the
rumor.
rumor? It's cooking.
Yeah, there's also rumors about a new Gemini. There were the
Mhm.
rumors about Sonnet 5, which like maybe turned into Opus 4.6. Maybe it's still coming. Who knows?
Mhm. Well, folks, as well, plug for letting us know what you want to see on the channel. I guess we'll probably make a proper video about it, but you can go check out featurecrew.io. We're starting to ship our new website. Expect there to be new tests and test harnesses coming soon. As we kind of talked about in the
moment.
say it.
As I said, expect a lot of dead links at the moment. We're still
Expect dead links. We are in the process of updating, but we will be trying to make new tests for the channel. As we said, like AI is getting pretty good. If you've been following along the channel, you're seeing how good it's getting, and even some of the demos we showed tonight. So we're thinking about other ways to test more rigorously. So please let us know if there's anything you want to see in the channel. We do read all the comments and feedback and stuff like that. So let us know what you want to see. And thank you again for following along with us.
Yeah, and let us drop in chat if you have any suggestions for what we should add to the game here, or what we should add to our website. Or also, the other thing is that I've been thinking about open sourcing this space game. I don't know if it's useful to people, like because we're always like running a new test every week and like generating a new version. But it just got so far that I was like, this is not that far from like a, it's mostly like adding content and balance, like to make it like a actually playable game. The foundation's pretty solid, basically. There's like I think persistence, as actually ChatGPT called out here, was like is the biggest gap to like full game foundations. But yeah,
maybe we should just either put it on the website, or should we just have a feature crew mono repo where anything that we kind of like we can just put up and people can play around with it.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
Because I'm like, why not? We always have like lots of these little things. I kind of want to just do it once. So if we have a mono repo that anyone can just like take stuff from, and we can just keep pushing in, that helps instead of but we could also just ship each individual one, make it public as well.
Yeah, I mean, my reason for open sourcing this was like if people want to contribute, which wouldn't make a lot of sense. Feature crew mono
Is a mono repo. Yeah, we should probably stick it to like. I guess it's cool to have like 100 feature crew brand repos as well. That feels better than just one mono repo. And it's probably not a lot more.
Welcome to the Inside Baseball live on the live stream.
Well, you heard it here first.
The name of the game is Pax Stellaris. We're going after the
Pax Stellaris.
It's going for going Latin. It was a good name though, because history of peace. It did felt very peaceful. It didn't do much.
Yeah, you literally taunted another nation saying it's over, and they're like, "We do not respect your escalation of violence."
This was quite rude and unbecoming, actually.
I mean, to be fair, the PAX devs did what they could do. They named the game Peace, and they gave you an open text box.
I got peace. That is true. Next week we should go AI Dungeon. We can have some fun. I am curious to see where AI Dungeon's gotten to. Like, have they solved some of the persistence and some of the items and the knowing where things are? It's a cool idea. I mean, it's fun. I think they were one of the earliest users of OpenAI to hit like certain thresholds for token use.
They were how I found back in 2019. How I found out about like the GPT series.
Yeah, wow.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, AI Dungeon, for helping
Yeah.
Jacob learn
Unofficial
about AI.
sponsor of the Feature Crew.
Yeah, my boss at work was like, "You got to check this thing out."
Wait, they knew about AI Dungeon?
Yeah, I was working at an AI company, so
Oh, this wasn't okay. I was like,
no, this
I
was
would
not
be-
Microsoft.
I would
no.
have been very surprised.
I'm
I
trying to
can't
see.
say
Do
that.
they have?
I can't say that. Don't get me on these. It's going ham on main.js right now. What is going on?
We're working hard.
Okay, it's moved on to test. So maybe while it's doing that, I'll pull it back up and see if
Mhm.
because it's like hot reloading this whole time. That's the other thing about. I was talking about this with a game dev friend that
Mhm.
uh just like as we've been developing these like whether it be vibe worlds or like the little like experimental games that are just like purely vibe coded, JS and 3JS and JS, TS, that kind of thing ends up being like a really good game dev stack. Like, yes, you trade off a little bit of like the lower level control of something like C or something like that, but you can get it back with like, WASM and like like web GPU, and like you can get a lot of the trade-offs back, and then you also get things like hot reload and the ability to deploy anywhere on any device, and it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, this
Okay.
was the promise way back in the day. I don't know if you guys remember when HTML5 games were supposed to be the future of everything. This was like peak Farmville era. And it was just too early. They just hadn't figured out like the render stacks and how to make it work, and people's computers were significantly less powerful. But that was the pitch, was that all mobile games would go to HTML5 games, but it didn't end up happening because you never got any of the native stuff, right? You wanted your native notifications, and the native iPhone games just looked so much better.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at that. Waves.
I guess I should have like waited so I could see what it was claiming. Okay, so it seems like there's objective 1 out of 3. Scan Gaia temperature. Oh, temperate forest biome. Did I?
We've lost Dylan. He was out on scanning biomes. That was a bridge too far.
I'm trying to figure out. Okay, is there like okay, so I do have an inventory. That's
Well, since we're deep in the live stream, what is it that you think that will unlock really tight game loops from AI generating? Is it just going to be them being able to play it in the browser? Is it going to be running these things and letting them do what you're doing right now and be like, oh, I can't do this thing?
yeah, it'll definitely be like if they can have like the play test loop.
Yeah.
They can like write, you can give them like harnesses that'll help as well, like content packs that'll help as well, but then you sacrifice some generality. So in the long run, it's I think the ability for the agent to play the game.
Makes sense.
Proceed. Okay. Okay, so that's scan.
Are you scanning successfully?
Okay, I see. So when I go over here and I scan, then it says mountain. But if I go over here to the green, then it says snow.
Okay.
Which is confusing, but what if I...
Welcome back to our scanning the environment game, Dylan.
Yeah, unfortunately, it added like the initial...
Thank you.
It added the initial like gameplay loop of No Man's Sky, which everyone hated, so...
That is where I quit No Man's Sky, for the record. I downloaded, was all excited, and I was like, all right, I'm out.
I mean, No Man's Sky was never for you, though, also. No, I just mean, like...
That is true. I always want to like No Man's Sky notionally. I just get so bored that I kick out.
I mean, it's also not... I mean, okay, as much as I love that game, and I respect the shit out of the
Yeah, no, of course.
for making it better over time and stuff, it just, like, is not, like, the best designed game, in my opinion. Like, as they add features, like, they add cool features that are, like, fun for a sec, but, like, I still don't feel like the gameplay is so deep.
Yeah.
Like I've never felt about No Man's Sky like I felt about Minecraft, where it's just like I can just go for like.
Oh, I agree with that for sure. Yeah, Minecraft's a much better game.
Okay, I'm having a lot of trouble finding a forest. I'm cheating now.
Whoa. At least you can see the LOD working.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, this doesn't look
Oh.
that dissimilar from like your first month on a game when you're pulling the thing together. You just have a lot of weird blocky stuff flying around.
Yeah.
These are all boreal forests. Maybe this is the temperate forest. No, this is still a boreal forest.
we need
Really
dev commands.
I mean, hey, this is actually good though, because it's like, you know, if they're trying to make you find something, then like it shouldn't be trivially easy.
Berkut in the chat. Well, at least it was better than Starfield, in my opinion. Starfield was a letdown. That is, yeah. Starfield.
Yeah,
was pretty
Barracuda,
rough.
notice that you haven't seen a single loading screen yet.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it, guys.
Okay.
All right, we're in business.
Oh, okay. Now my next objective is to deliver 12 ore to Aegis Station.
Do you have?
Okay.
You have stone, crystal, fiber wood.
Uh,
Starfield was interesting because it seemed like Bethesda doubled down on their existing game engine. It was like, we don't need to do anything different. We're going to commit to this.
I also think they just didn't even really know how to make the type of game that they were trying to make.
Well, they were caught between two worlds. So like, we're going to procedurally generate planets, except they're really boring and you can't do anything on them. But then people are going to think you can, so they end up wasting a lot of time on these planets when we wanted to have a solid like Skyrim style tight world with or tightish world, but like
I was going to say tight. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here.
More scoped than Starfield, but you're going to have this main quest, these side quests, and it didn't work out. I was very disappointed.
I don't even know where to get ore. I'm just getting a lot of stone.
Yeah.
But I am super excited for the idea of AI-powered NPCs. NPCs have always felt very decision tree-like because that's essentially how they're made. And moving beyond that is quite interesting. Did anybody ever play
have a mod for that? Like they literally had a mod that just made all the NPCs AI.
Yeah, but you need them to have agency in the world and be able to do stuff.
Yeah.
And the product I think people should make instead of trying to simulate 8 billion people. But no, you could do a lot with that if you went down that path. There was a game, an early AI game, I think it was called Suck Up, where you were a vampire, and the whole pitch was you had to negotiate your way into a house, like a series of houses on the neighborhood block. That was fun. That was like, it's not something you come back to and play much, but as a demo, being able to just talk to an NPC and they'll be like, I don't know if I believe you. Like, okay, well, here, and shift your argument.
It is kind of cool that I just had this like moment of recognizing that mountain and knowing my ship was near it, you know?
I mean, the foundation's here. It's really not bad. And this has been now like, what, 6 prompts? 8 prompts?
Yeah, no, I mean, we're probably nearing 10. Yeah, 8 probably.
Nearing 10. And you can already get some
Oh.
of this.
There's a bug.
Oh, you're not in your ship.
You mean forced up or something?
Yeah, I can't find. Okay, I'll see if. So the beacon kit. I need. Oh, I have it. Okay. How do I do crafting?
Click the one.
I'm also in the background going to send it off on.
E to interact. L to land, launch on dock. C to craft.
C to craft.
C to craft.
Unfortunately, folks, I might have to head off soon. Are you guys doing one last iteration, or we?
Yeah, we're probably moving pretty quick here. I gotta head out for I got a 4:30 meeting.
Yeah.
Beacon ready.
Beacon ready. Let's see how this goes. Press E to use beacon.
I am.
Oh no, you kind of sliding now.
Yeah. That's something that needs a little work.
Is the beacon not working? Oh, this was it being able to place objects, right? Like,
Yeah.
did you place this down? It's
Yeah.
not bad.
Yeah, no, I'm just sad that the beacon doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
It's too bad.
Too bad. Well, still making progress.
Yep.
And it might be cool to open source this and keep working on it. It's a fun little thing to keep tinkering on. The fact that it flies and you can dock is just crazy to me. Like,
That was
imagine
cool.
doing this a year ago. Like, this is crazy, man. Like, obviously it's a bit rough, but like,
Yeah, and interiors like dynamic space station interior is not easy, so I'll cut it.
Yeah.
Looks like they didn't finish paying their contractor.
Yeah, no, seriously. Yeah. So, do we remember what was going on in the what it was promising in the? I just told it to do option B.
Good. Well, I guess we'll see the. Maybe we have to show that next stream. Option B and C.
Check back for more open source No Man's Sky goodness.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, hope folks have enjoyed this stream. We are live every Friday, 5:30 Eastern. Yeah.
Okay, so we're not. So I shouldn't have run the other one.
Well, we'll just come back to the next stream.
Yeah.
We'll just keep going. And you'll see here whether we hopefully we can open source it. And if folks are interested, they'll be able to check it out as well.
Awesome. Thanks everybody.
Well, again, thank you folks for tuning in. Have a great weekend, and we will hopefully see you next time. 5:30 Eastern, 2:30 Pacific, every Friday.
Yep. That's awesome.
Yep. See you next time.
All right. Thank you, folks.